Hey everybody, how you doing? Dash and Dave here again. Ouch, that hurt. $3.99, $4 a gallon. The record that I've ever personally paid was like $4.12 back in 2008 when I was driving the motorhome to Arizona to see the folks. Somewhere in the middle of Oklahoma at a truck stop, I paid $4.14 in the motorhome. But anyway, so it's not a personal record yet, but they are selling gas at the regular stations for $4.14. You know, I'm getting a little bit of a break there at the Sam's Club. So anyway. Okay, so, man, it's hot and humid here in Iowa. We're going to be in the 90s today, tomorrow 93, breaking records. Oh, my God. You know, we had the heat on literally 10 days ago. Okay, so anyway, Monday, pretty slow day. Yesterday, Tuesday, banging day. Worked nonstop, never pulled over and took a break. This is finals week. The kids are taking their tests here at Iowa State University, and then they're moving out of the dorms and so on and so forth. So, again, once ISU is officially shut down, now there is summer school, and a lot of the kids stay. They don't leave like they used to back in years past. I don't know what the percentage is, 50% leave versus 75, whatever. So it'll be interesting to see how this all works out during the summertime. I'm keeping my fingers crossed and thinking that it's actually going to be better than I'm hoping. Okay, so that's great. So yesterday, between Uber Eats and Doordash, banging day, $215 in 9 hours and 15 minutes. Got lucky with a $21 order from a Mexican restaurant to Nevada where I live, so I got paid to drive home. Okay, along the lines of the high gas prices and everything, Pedro just did a video on expenses. You know, he had to have a catalytic converter, I believe, replaced on his car. Okay, so wear and tear on your vehicle. I'm probably going to peel this out and make this a standalone quick tip, but I'll include it here in this little quick video. Wear and tear on your vehicle. I've seen this on several YouTube channel comments where they claim working part-time for Doordash in the wear and tear issue is better than working full-time for the wear and tear issue. The wear and tear issue on the full-time kills you. It just makes it unreasonable to work full-time. That's a myth. I don't know how these people thought process works sometime. With everything being equal, working 5 hours and accruing X amount of money and putting X amount of wear and tear on your vehicle is no better or worse than working full-time for double the X amount of pay and X amount of miles and hours and all that. You follow me there? You should be setting aside money no matter what you're doing for wear and tear repairs on your vehicle. The standard rate that I've heard is 5%. Let's say you don't do that. Let's say you work 5 hours a day. That's your part-time rate. And let's just say you bring in $100, $20 an hour. And you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to have to do oil changes, you know, put tires on it, maybe a water pump will go out, yada, yada, yada. Wear and tear on the vehicle. I can afford that. But you think that 2 times everything, you can't? Whether you're setting aside or just eating it out of your pocket. Yes, working twice the hours will mean that the wear and tear and the issue and the repairs come twice as fast. But you've got the money for them to, you know, do you follow me? So this full-time is worse than part-time, that's a myth. That just does not fly. If you're bringing in twice the money and you're going to have, the repairs are going to be twice as soon, then you've got the money for it versus it being spread out over a longer period of time. So again, whether you're setting aside or just eating it, it makes no difference. Now, if you work 5 hours a day and make $20 an hour, but the next 5 hour segment in your market, you can only make $10 an hour and you're driving around chasing hotspots, which you shouldn't be fucking doing anyway, then yes, the balance is not the same. But if the balance is the same, then it makes no difference whether you put 100 miles on your car each day or 200 miles on your car. You're doubling the money along with doubling of the wear and tear. Okay? All right. All right, well, you know, learn your market, know your market, work your market. It has changed like that in the last couple days. Wasn't planning on making any videos this week, just work. This is finals week. Iowa State University is out, and then the college kids are, a good chunk of them are gone. We're in a heat wave here in central Iowa. I think it's supposed to be 93 today, going to break a record. Yesterday was about 90, the day before was about 90. Then we get back down to the normal 70s, okay? But wow, the town is a hopping. In the college area there, campus town and all that, all the young, beautiful people are walking around half naked. Myself, I kind of lean toward the female of the species. Don't hate me, I was born that way. And wow, nice scenery. They got portable swimming pools set up, and this is finals week, you know, but anyway. You know, I think some of these kids that normally Dash and Uber Eat are not doing it this week. I came over early this morning because yesterday morning I came over a little bit early and got a lot of Uber Eat Starbucks deliveries. And Starbucks is in campus town. We only have one Starbucks that delivers, and they're the only one in town that does not have a drive-through. Okay, so anyway, they're the delivery, and it's right in the center of town. Good jobs, fantastic jobs. And so anyway, I'm spending some time in campus town and doing the double, Uber Eats and Doordash. Doordash is king in this town, but yesterday up until about I think noon or so, Doordash and Uber Eats were neck and neck on my revenue. Today, I came over early. They tell me that I'm the only one that's picked up all 6 Starbucks Uber Eats deliveries today. So maybe I'm the only one out here, who knows. So anyway, right now I'm at like $60 in 3 hours on Uber Eats, primarily from Starbucks. I think I had one from Tropical Smoothie. No, it was Chick-fil-A. Anyway, so they've all been Starbucks, and I'm sitting at $22 on Doordash. You know, this is where, you know, I've got to learn my market and work my market, and I usually hang out in the Duff Zone, and that's king, that's where the cash is, but might have to readjust, you know. Coming out here in the summertime in these areas, Uber Eats might take over just a little bit on the fact that when I was in the Duff Zone, I wasn't getting Uber Eats jobs because I was 2-3 miles away. Well, if there's less Uber Eats people out here this summer, like the Chick-fil-A one, I was in campus town and I got the Chick-fil-A one 2-3 miles away. So anyway, you know, it's just the game, the algorithms, and working them to your benefit. And right now, the scenery out here is to my benefit. I'm thinking false alarm, somebody pulled it. I found my customer out here. All right, Friday the 13th. I didn't realize this was the 13th today, being a Friday, until just now. Last day of classes here at ISU. Probably pretty much everything's done already. In the heart of campus town here. This is when it's going to get real. With ISU being done for the summer, for the most part. Like I said, there will be some summer classes going on. And I've double checked with some people that think about 50% of the kids leave during the summertime. You know, 25, 35 years ago, it was like 90%. The only people that stayed were foreign married students. So, you know, the kids have apartments that they lease now. You know, it used to be all dorms, but anyway, so, yeah. Here's where everything changes. What's going to happen with 50% of, quote, our customer base being gone, but with them, quite a few dashers. So, you know, is it going to be even? You know, who knows? Like I said, last August 2021, when I very first started dashing, Good hits all day long. Now, back then I didn't know what I was doing. Like I said, I kind of consider that my orientation. So here's where the re-education starts. What is going to happen, you know, with the hits? Right now, dead silent for about the last 20 minutes here. I just rolled in town, got gas. That hurt. $73. And but right now I'm making it. I'm making it work. You know, I think I was talking with a guy the other day. He says, "What's your breaking point?" And you know, I really haven't crunched the numbers, but probably $5, you know, a gallon. From what I've seen, we're not going to get to that point, you know. But anyway, so here's where the re-education starts. What's going to happen in this market? How many offers are there going to be? You know, am I going to be able to work all day? Am I going to be able to get $175 to $200 per day? Do I have to work 7 days a week in order to meet my, you know, weekly target that I want to hit, which is around 900 to 1,000? You know, it's all brand new to me, and we'll see what happens here. If I have to work 7-day weeks in order to do this for a while, I'm not going to have a problem with that. I have done that before in the production world for a hell of a lot less money and a lot more wear and tear on the body. So I'm going to be able to make this work, I think, I hope, you know. Come along for the ride. Now, here's the one thing that last fall I did that I'll be able to do this summer, and that is in the heart of the university. You know, you got your teacher's assistants and the summer school and the, you know, support personnel and all that. I delivered out there last fall quite a bit. I didn't do it so much here this spring because you got the transit buses running, you got thousands of kids walking around. It can just be a nightmare getting into some of these complexes. Well, without all the kids and all the buses running, it's a breeze to get in and out, park, hit the hazard lights, run into the complex, yada yada yada. So that option is open more than it was prior. I also remember the townies still ordering with the fervor that they had. It doesn't matter if the kids are here. You know, they're still going to order in the corporate and everything else. So we'll just see how this all works out. Don't know how much I'm going to, you know, screenshot and everything for today specifically. I'll do a overview for the whole week here coming up. One of the apartment complexes where we have to take the elevator ride. Somebody pulled the fire alarm. There was a false alarm. You've probably seen that video, or that video will come up, just a quick little short, if you will. So anyway, all right, so we'll just see what happens here. You know, learn the market, know the market, and work the market to the best of your ability. That's what I'm going to do, and we'll see what happens. All right, thanks a lot. Man, some of you people out there doing this work you're idiots. Had a really good Uber Eats offer here. You can see $11 for Subway sandwich. I get there, say, "Hey, I'm here for the sub sandwiches." She calls the manager back. She goes, "That order's been canceled. We don't have that flavor of bread that he ordered." Well, here it is. I've got the order offer right here. Doesn't take too long to figure out. I said, "Was it the customer that came here to pick it up?" Well, no, it was another Uber Eats driver. So whoever it was just unassigned it, which kicks it back out into the world there. I get it. Okay, had to take that call there and never got back to describing this story, so I'll do it here at home in production. So a couple minutes into this, we figured out that the order was not canceled. The other driver simply unassigned it. He said something to the effect that, "I'll just cancel this." Well, he meant on his side, not on the customer's side. So it gets kicked back out in the cloud, and I get the offer. So as I said, the clerk there at Subway said, "We don't have the flavor of bread that he wants." So I tried to text the customer, and a couple minutes went by and no response. I tried calling, it kicked right to voicemail, so I left a message explaining the situation, yada, yada, yada. So the gal working at Subway there said, "Hey, I can use another bread." And then we can just explain to him that if that doesn't meet his qualifications, or, you know, he doesn't like that, he can call up and get the order refunded, and you get paid for making the delivery. I said, "Excellent executive decision, let's do it." Now, as I said, this is moving day here at Iowa State. You know, they've been moving all week, actually. It was 4 meatball marinara sub sandwiches, and, you know, she hadn't made them yet, and they thought the order was canceled. So anyway, it took a few minutes for them to make these 4 meatball subs for me. I've tried to contact the customer a couple more times, both on text and, you know, calling. Again, no response. So as you can imagine, everything's been backed up probably 20 minutes or more. Now, this is where us older guys, you know, try to work through it. You know, a lot of the younger guys, even Carly, and said, you know what, I probably would have just canceled it and moved on. Well, that just kicks it back out of the cloud, and the same bullshit continues over and over again. So they get the subs built for me, and I throw them in my hot bag and get in the car. And right when I do that, the customer texts me back and said, "That is fine. Thank you very much for the heads up." So I get out to one of the apartment complexes there and meet him face to face and explain the whole situation. He was very understanding and most grateful that I took a couple initiative steps, and, you know, along with the gal at Subway making that executive decision, got him his food. It was a little bit later than he thought, but I got paid and he got his food. You know, the other driver, I don't even know if he attempted to get a hold of this customer. Maybe he did. I'm thinking that he just, you know, heard we don't have the right bread, spun on his heels and said, I'm canceling the order, which the girls at Subway thought he was canceling the whole order, when actually all he was doing was canceling his part of the duty of the process, which, you know, just screwed everything all up for everybody. He could have taken a minute or two, called support, explained the situation. They would have gotten a hold of Subway, yada, yada, yada. And then, you know, Uber Eats would have probably canceled the order, you know, along with a notification to the customer that we've tried to reach you, yada, yada, yada. No, you know, so anyway, just take a few seconds, a minute or so. A little customer service goes a long way. All right, guys and gals, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully you can take something from this video and put it to use for yourself. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and hope to see you next time.